this is CryptoKitties. This is like back when we had the pet games on the Game Boy and stuff like this. So you buy a pet and you put a hat on it and you put a dress on it, whatever. The information is kept on the blockchain. So if the game can never blow up, pretty much. All the information is out there and it's in exchange between
When I got your message, it was like 20 something, and I was like, well, I might as well just stay till 10:30 because that's.
As far as like the usage of different various blockchains, they're talking about keeping hospital information there. They're talking about keeping driver's license information there. They're talking about keeping a lot of different information there, and it's all going to be shared between us. So there'll be different coins and different cryptocurrencies for different reasons. So I don't think, and taking 40 minutes is not going to work in the real world, like you said. So, it's going to be a need of a different standard. So I don't see these coins being there forever, but they'll become a standard.
So all I know for sure right now, what we should be doing is getting as much Bitcoin as we can, as fast as we can. That's what we should be doing.
Yeah.
Period. As fast as we can.
Yeah. And also just educating ourselves on it too, because
educating ourselves, but.
But it's not better than cash. It's not better right now.
Yeah, it's
not
better than cash, Brown.
Can we
agree
better than
there? Cash.
It's better right now.
It is better than cash.
Not right now.
Yeah. It's better than cash. Yes, it is.
No, because look, I went. It can't be better than the value of Bitcoin is not better than cash right now.
Yes,
we can all agree
because it appreciates.
Yeah.
No. When I go with cash, see Subway for example. I went to Subway today. The value, however low you say the value of $1 is, it worked for me to pay for what I needed. The value of Bitcoin was 0 when I went through my normal life today to Subway. So maybe the future, the value of the dollar will be lower than Bitcoin, but in certain situations, we have to say the value of $1 is more. Same with what is the last thing you've bought with a Bitcoin or with the cryptocurrency?
Last thing I bought with crypto. I mean, I cash out, so shit. A lot of the money in my bank is
Now, Jeff, hold on a second. We all got several $1,000 in our bank accounts, right?
Right.
Sitting there. Why don't we take the several $1,000 out of the bank account, get that big pay card that I was talking about for $10, turn that several $1,000 into Bitcoins, put it on the big pay card, and then let that money grow?
Right.
Why do we leave the money in the bank?
Because you don't have access to it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go along with him because it's some money but that's a system. But this is a system that's gonna get broken. I guarantee.
Because there's a movie called Empire, and I hate to use that as an example talking about Bitcoin, but there's a movie called Empire with John Leguizamo where you put everything in something and then it's just not there. So you're saying take my money out of here and put it into a Bitcoin. But being that it's not regulated, being that it's not insured, I don't know if that would be the wisest move for somebody to do because that's how people get killed. People chasing you down like, yo, you told me about this Bitcoin. You said it would be accessible. It would be available.
But it
is available on the card that I told you about. It's available on a Visa card, on a debit card.
That's not possible with Bitcoin because the bank is a shared group of people. So you would have to destroy every person on this earth that's a miner of Bitcoin in order for your wallet not to work. So in that sense, it's more secure than a bank.
It is, and in that aspect, a good example. This is a runaway train. Trust me.
You cannot.
We're here to witness it.
The system is wild. If you would have to see the picture to pretty much, but you have to look at it like how I said. They would have to destroy the miners, and there's hundreds of thousands of miners, and there's new miners coming on every day, and the less miners it is, the more beneficial it is to mine. So it's like an unbreakable system of profit in order to keep the system afloat. And you would have to destroy each one of those mining machines. You have to go to New Jersey. You got to destroy another. The ledger is invincible. If the United States wants to come and destroy Bitcoin, it would still exist.
Yeah, because they destroy every computer in the world in order to destroy it. Every computer has access to the ledger, every computer. You can see your money transferred in real time.
Yeah.
Now, if Russia came over here and decided to nuke us and destroy and take over the bank and said dollars are done, that's a lot more liable situation than the blockchain being destroyed. So you have maximum insurance. The world would have to get hit by a meteorite in order for the blockchain to.
That's correct.
But the other,
go ahead.
No, I was going really quick. So the other day I was reading a post where Apple was looking into using the blockchain technology. Like,
they have
and I said earlier, like once you get companies like Apple and Amazon, actually American Express just signed on with one of the coins with Ripple. American Express just signed on with Ripple. So when you start seeing these big juggernauts looking at the blockchain and start looking at coins, that's how you know it's like, okay, this is something that we need to at least consider. The IRS just requested over 400,000 users' information off Coinbase. And Coinbase is just where you can buy Bitcoin. Yeah, so the IRS realized that this is not going anywhere. So the IRS is looking at ways to, okay, how can we tax this? And that's what the IRS is looking to do.
So how is it reported for taxes purposes?
I mean, right now it can't because it's like I said, like we said, it's decentralized.
It's considered cash, really. It's cash.
Oh yeah. Okay.
There's no way.
And that's legal. So I come out of jail, and I have a couple dollars, and I put it into Bitcoin. You're telling me I never have to report it to the government? Forever?
I didn't say you ever have to report it to the government. The program I'm in right now, when we register, they don't ask me for a social security number. All they ask me for is my name and my email address, and I got $10,000 to $15,000 in that account right now that I made.
Damn.
They didn't ask me for a social.
If you turn it into $1, then you have to report it. But they don't even know who you are. They don't know your name. The blockchain wallet has nothing to do with your identity. All it is yours. You don't have to have your ID, so you don't deal with taxes. If you go to something like Coinbase.com, which is, that's basically a money transfer in the United States. So they live under different legal standards. But me to you, they don't have anything to do with that transaction, so they can't tax it
because it's not cash.
So there's you're basically eliminating the middleman of money.
Yeah, without question. That's the main thing. Yeah, we eliminate everybody.
But is that possible? It's a money-hungry country.
We're doing now.
But can it happen forever, though? Can it be a way of life, though, that way?
It's a runaway freight train that's never going to stop.
Wow.
Blockchain that's decentralized comes into play. It's going to stop wars because you don't have somebody, with infinite money printing out, all right, here's $1 billion because we're about to go to war. No, you have a finite amount of money, so you're not going to war because you can't afford war. You know what I'm saying? So this is what a decentralized coin does to the world. You can't make up things anymore.
This is a selfish question. I've been touching on it. I just want some clarity. How long, on average, I know the 5 minutes, it could take a maximum of 2 hours, but I'm talking about the stories like the guy at the subway. He had nothing to tell me a lie for. We were talking for a few minutes. It was a great conversation. He said it took him a week to change his Bitcoin into some like where he can actually put his hands on it and touch it. There's no wrong answer here, but I just want clarity for the average person. I understand it could take as quick as 5 minutes if you do it on a stock exchange, but on average, for the protection of my listeners, what is the average turnaround rate from turning your Bitcoin money or your Bitcoin into something tangible where you can actually touch it?
Well, let me start off.
Y'all want to go?
I gave my example of the debit card. You can do that instantly. Probably with the ATM machine, you can go there and transfer it. I don't know if you guys can tell them. You can transfer the Bitcoins into cash. I don't know if you can do that or not. But then there's the exchange. But the instant part of it, what I said tonight, is the Visa card that you can purchase, load your money on it, and you can buy anything you want anywhere in the world instantly.
So you only lost money one time?
What, in Bitcoin? I mean
right.
Investing? No, I lost money several times.
No, in Bitcoin.
No, man.
But when you say lost money, what is loss? Like loss?
Yeah.
Lost money is they put 20 grand in.
Right.
They put 20 grand into Bitcoin, and the next morning there was nothing there.
The company was shut down. Yeah. Now, I didn't lose money. I got an education. I have people who put along with me. They put 65, 70,000. Where people put $1 million. Where people put 300,000. All of that people put in, and right now that particular company, we're on hold right now because someone purchased it, so that money's tied up and nothing we can do. What do? We went out and found another company, and we still work in Bitcoin. But we got 30,000. Some people got 100,000. Some people got $1 million over there. But we don't stop. It's just an experience. That's all it is. It's energy.
Yeah.
Right, but that goes back to because Grant Cardone, he was talking about it, but what you were saying earlier is you were saying that why won't you just put all your money in your savings and all your money in this into a Bitcoin? But what you just said, it sounded more realistic. Like, wait, if I know that I could lose everything at once, I'm not putting the money that's going to take food off the table. He said Bitcoin is not investing, it's speculating. That's what Grant Cardone said. He said, I got in when it was $500 and 50,000 of it is at that price. It's worth 800,000 today. And everybody knows Grant Cardone. And then he put, blockchain will survive. Some forms of crypto will replace flats in the future. This is Grant Cardone. Everybody knows Grant Cardone. So would you guys agree that you don't? Can we go back on what we spoke about earlier and say that it wouldn't be smart for people to put all of their money into Bitcoin, but just the money that they are willing to risk to lose?
Yeah, I agree with that. Not all, but a large portion of it should be in it, but not all.
Yeah, I agree. Like when people ask me about it and they tell me, well, how much do I need to get started? I say, look, only invest what you're comfortable potentially losing. That's just my personal philosophy. Like, if I have $100 and I'm okay losing that $100, which is probably not going to happen, but I'll put $100 on Bitcoin. If somebody has $1,000, they're okay losing $1,000, go ahead and put it on Bitcoin. Or any other.
I hate to tie the word lose to money, though. I hate to tie that, but bring those.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I agree.
Mm-hmm. But that's what people are saying, though. That's what people call it. The average American, the average person, that's what they call it.
And Billionaire Brown, that's why they broke.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I put a post on Facebook the other day where people blow $50 to $100 a month on this BS. I said, why not just put it towards cryptocurrency? I mean, you're blowing it anyway, so just put it on cryptocurrency. You got a better chance of getting a return on that.
Right. Well, to summarize, like, for your question, on average, like, if the average person is going to take, like, if you buy a Bitcoin today, it's probably going to take you anywhere between 12 to 2 days